Okay, let's get everything ready. How's everybody doing tonight? Hi, how's it going? Nervik, I hope I'm saying your name right. What's going on? First one in the chat tonight. Basketball, what's going on? What's going on? First one in the chat tonight. Let's mute my voice so you don't hear two of me. We got a lot planned tonight. And we're going to go over some cool new things and talk about some projects that I'm working on in the background. But Meshnology ended up sending me an N35, the purple edition, which I'm calling the GhostStrat edition. I convinced them to make purple stuff. They didn't officially say that's a GhostStrats color purple, but come on. They call it Twilight Purple. I mean, come on. So we're going to be building an N35 because this is another one of the purple cases they made. The only one I haven't collected yet is I know they made a purple case for the N32. That's the only one we don't have currently in the studio. So I have the N37 from Meshnology, that nice, really cool two-tone purple. Then we have the N39. That's that two-tone purple. And I might as well put that on display while I'm working. So Meshnology is a really great company. They really do a good job making these easy DIY kits. So today I'm building the N35. I'm going to try to get the N32 so I have a full GhostStrat purple like collection basically. Spreading the color purple everywhere we go. I got the purple BLE Shark Nano. I've been doing a lot of stuff. I got some stuff I'll talk about later with that. I actually sent InfuShark Tech some stuff for one of the next updates. So I want it to be a surprise, but I've been working with InfuShark Tech this week, so it's pretty cool. And behind the scenes with Zero Trace with some other really cool stuff. I ended up pitching them an idea about ghost mode. So I'm really excited about it. So we're gonna be going over that tonight. We'll be testing ghost mode out, see how everything works, and I'll go from there. So while the stream gets going, see, kind of geeky, hey, perfect. Yeah, so geeky, after I'm done building this, I'm gonna get the co-host. So kind of geeky is the co-host for these live streams. He's gonna be coming in soon. My kids ended up taking my GhostStrats iPhone here, the one I use for to bring the co-host in. So why that charges in the background with this really cool battery bank that I made a video on recently. I let that charge. I'm going to start building this and hanging out in chat, seeing how everybody's doing. Again, we're building the N35 from Meshnology. They sent this to me this week. And we're only one piece of the puzzle of getting all their purple limited edition, not limited edition, but their purple edition. The N32 is the only one I have left. I have everything but the N32 purple. So I'm gonna try to talk to them to get that as soon as possible. So we have the full purple collection. But they did a really good job with this 3D print. It looks really nice with a two-tone. So I'm going to put another light so you guys can actually see kind of what I'm doing, and also that I can see what I'm doing. See a little bit better. Hope everybody had a good week this week. I've been really working behind the scenes on a lot of things. I've been really working with some companies behind the scenes. I've been working with InfuShark Tech this week. I sent them a couple things, and they're going to be testing it. So you'll see. That'd be a surprise for the next update. There's a lot of things working in the background with the BLE Shark Nano. You know what was funny? I was actually filming a little while ago. I don't know, because this only does 2.4 gigahertz networks when it comes to Wi-Fi. I was able to completely disable my Apple CarPlay within like seconds. Like it completely crashed the whole car system. Apple CarPlay just completely knocks it off. I'm working on editing that video. I'm trying to do it in like a cool way. I'm worried about YouTube's gonna get mad at me about it. So we're also gonna talk about YouTube alternatives tonight. So I'm honestly afraid to post it. So as I showed again me disabling Apple CarPlay with this thing. And I also disabling my Ring doorbells with this guy today. So I filmed that. I'm afraid to post it to YouTube. So we're gonna talk about some alternatives tonight to other platforms that I'm on. But as I'm talking and hanging out with you, I'm gonna start building this thing. Now I built this in the past. I have videos building the N35s, but we'll get this going. So Also, I'm trying to keep the live stream down to an hour or an hour 15 minutes tonight. My wife wants to play Fortnite. She's been asking, so we're gonna play Fortnite tonight on Twitch for a little while. If you guys wanted to come check that out, just it'll be a chill environment just to hang out. So that's what's going on. So let me see. I'm trying to get all the stuff. So I usually do the antenna stuff first because that's the hardest. So you gotta get the washer off. Okay. Washer nut off, and then you put it in. This looks way different. Oh, this is updated. Oh no, it's not. No, I just never noticed that before. Okay. Yeah, because my go-to is probably the N39, but this is still a very nice. This probably fits in your pocket way better. Oh, wait, I gotta push this down. This is always the toughest part, getting this in just right. All right, let me get rid of one. All right, I think there's actually. Oh, I forget. Cause I think because the other one has like a slot you got to put it through. All right, that seems way better. Yep, that's it. All right, so I need to do that. Then I could put the washer on. And then I could put the other thing on. Where'd it go? If we know we did it right, if we can screw the antenna on, no problem, without it being too loose. Don't mind the noise. The kids are still up. Okay. So just like that, we have the antenna on. Then we're going to plug in the antenna. Now this is the Heltec V4. Oh, I just noticed that. This is Heltec V4. Oh, I think they're upgrading their stuff because usually they had the Heltec V3s in here, so I guess they're upgrading their kits now. I didn't know that. That's a Heltec V4. The old ones have. Remind me. We're gonna take this apart later because I want to confirm that. I think this is the Heltec V3. So the V4s, I guess they're putting that all in their kits now. So that's really awesome that they're upgrading their kits. I did not know that. That was a nice surprise. Okay, it kind of geek. I think I'm gonna get you in sooner than later, so this way I can build and also talk to people. All right, and there's a little gutter in here, so if you could see that there's like a little place for the cable to go. I'm kind of gonna push the cable in there, and then I'm going to find where this sits. Actually, I gotta put the buttons in first. I take that back. So I got it backwards. The gutter needs to go the other way. That goes on the outside. So there's a little gutter. That's where you want this cable to go. And the buttons go there. Okay. So we got to put the special little button here. So I think they sent me two. Why did they send me two? They sent me two. I don't know why. Maybe they figured out what it was. Knowing me, they probably know how to break something or lose something. So it's pretty easy. There's a square and there's a circle here. So all I gotta do is match the shapes, kind of like that toy you had when you were a toddler. You gotta match the shape of the thing in the hole. Okay. So you know what I did right. So if you look here, the buttons now, it's like I press it, I feel it clicking. I feel it clicking-ish. I think once I screw it down, let me just double check because that doesn't feel perfect. There you go. That felt better. All right, the cable's in the way, so let me push the cable away. There we go. So now that the cable's away, click, 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 click. Perfect. Now we need to put the screw in to hold it. So let me do that, and I'll show you. Is this a magnet screwdriver? Yes, thank God. I don't know if anybody had. If you were going to invest in any of these, get the magnet ones. That's so nice, especially when you're dealing with these tiny screws the way you're dealing with it. Way easier to deal with. You need magnet screws. I forget where the other screws. Is there only one screw for this? So I just did that one. That holds a Heltec down right there. Let me move the light. I'm gonna move the light to the opposite side. That might actually help you guys. So it's not like actually in your face. Now you can kind of see what I'm doing. So that's the screw I put in. I thought there's another screw you put into here, but I guess not. Maybe it is just the one. All right, so anyway, there's the one there. Buttons are working nice. Now we're gonna plug in our battery. Where's our battery? Okay. Our 3,000 milliamp hour battery. Oh no, I should have probably plugged that in first now that I'm looking at it. So I'm actually gonna unscrew it because there's no way I'm gonna be able to like try to get that in there like that. But it's okay. Learn from me. Put the plug in the battery first because it's a tight squeeze. That's why I recommend like the N32. I mean if we think of the Heltec V4, this would be nice, but the N32, like this is a really simplistic build. Like you can just plug that in there. I mean, I guess this is the Heltec V4, so this part's backwards, but it's very easy to build the N32. And the N39 is really easy to build too, and this one has the GPS built into it. So this is nice. It's a nice form factor, but it is a little difficult to build. So it's a nice one. It's really nice that it's uprated. And this thing is really in now. So let's put the battery cable in this time. And always, and a good recommendation is always to have the antenna plugged in first. This way you don't burn out the board by mistake. Sometimes it won't, but you don't want to run the chance to break in the stuff before you even get to use it. You're better off just making sure the antenna is in so you have the right amount of resistance when you plug the thing in. I'm trying not to force it either. Red. I might have it plugged in the wrong spot. Actually, I think red was, let me see. I don't think it matters. Maybe it does. No, that's why. All right, plug it into there. Oh, this doesn't have, all right, so we have to actually flash Meshtastic to this. That's fine. We can do that tonight too. All right, so that's that. We're plugged in now. I'm going to reverse basically what I did a second ago. I'm going to try to place that in the gutter. I'm going to put the USB-C port down first because that's the toughest part. I'm going to move this cable that keeps getting caught out of the way. I don't want it to sit in there. All right, so USB-C port, we can see it. This is flush. This is down. The antenna is still attached. Oh no, but there's a problem there. Look at that's not good. Our cable got in front of the screen. We don't want that. See, it's always good to double check, triple check before you send it home. All right, so now let's check out of the screen. Clicky buttons. So now let's send it home. I just gotta find the screw that I had earlier, which I see not the, oh, there it is. Magnet. Look how convenient. Let's get this on right. All right. And then I think the way we're going to do this is just, again, a tight squeeze. So we're going to paste it here. So you guys can see what I'm doing, right? Yeah, so I need, does it come with, I think it comes with the adhesive pad. It does. There's the adhesive pad. Come on out. Hey, John. Nice to see you in the chat, by the way. Okay. I can't remember. I think the N35 is one of the first ones I got from Meshnology way back when I first was getting to know them. So I haven't built one of these in a while, so it's pretty cool to do this again. All right, so the adhesive's on. We're going to put this in. Again, we don't want to like puncture anything. We just wanted to get the fit nicely. All right. All right. This case color is so nice. All right, now for the cool part. I always like the design they have. So they get these little square washers, right? They're like tiny little squares. And you just put them in the slot here. So just put it in. And you put it in the slot. And then you take this long, this one comes with a really long screws. It's a very different design from them. Get this in there. Just kidding. It's the pleasure with working with gloves. Stand by. Okay. If there's a glove company out there that makes gloves that feel like you're not wearing gloves, I will make free videos and everything for you. Send me a pair. Okay, washer in. Washer in. I always love they send extra hardware because I lose hardware when I do these on builds and unbuilds all the time. So it actually helps me out a lot. I just dropped something. Okay, get in there. All right, I'm going to tighten one side down first, and then I can force the other side in. Okay, that's in. Oh, okay. That side doesn't have a washer in it. That's okay. We try the opposite side so I can get the tension better. Yeah, so I recommend when you're doing this because it's not, the other ones don't really fall out that easy, but this one is. I would recommend doing one at a time just because the way this setup, it comes out really easy. We're almost done, and then we got to flash the firmware. Let's put it in the slot there. Put the screw in. All right. But that's going to be good there. All right, so we got this in. So we do need to flash the Meshtastic firmware onto this guy. So let me set that up. And while I'm setting that up, I'm going to get kind of geeky in here now. Let it load. Oops, not that. All right, so yeah, my kids. I can see YouTube kids on here. Okay, let's get Discord running. All right, did anybody know what day Discord's doing that update that's gonna like invade everybody's privacy? I know it's coming. It's like not loading. Why is Discord not loading? And for some reason, Discord is not loading. I need my co-host. The heck is going on? It's just frozen. Okay. Is there an update? Does this phone need an update for Discord? All right, I'm getting a whole bunch of weird messages I shouldn't be getting. Aha, Discord needs an update. There you go. Say troubleshooting 101. See if it needs an update. While that's updating, I'm going to open up Meshtastic Web Flasher. That's still updating. I'm going to need to plug it in to this computer. I had a USB-C port ready to go for this tonight. Where did I put it? Right here. Plug it into the computer on this side. All right. Move you guys over. You guys can kind of see what I'm doing. So I got it plugged into the computer. I need to pick the Heltec V4. So we're going to go to click on Heltec. Where is Heltec? Heltec V4. Oh, good, they moved it. Heltec V. That's a tracker. That's the other device. I need the V4, which is right here. V4, beta, flash, continue, update, connect to the device, connect. And we're flashing the firmware as we speak. Okay, so we built it. We're flashing the firmware. We're almost ready to go. And keep all the extra hardware, so I can always use it. Yeah, there's like a sponge in here too I probably could have used. All right. And we got Discord up and running. Hello?
Hey, hey, hey.
What's up?
How goes it?
My co-host. What's up, Kinda Geeky? What's up, buddy?
Not much. I'm happy it's Friday and this work week is past. It was a busy one.
Dude, why did this... Yeah, this week was rough. I don't know what was going on this week.
It was, absolutely. But that's okay. We got this.
We do.
Milo Racks, Western Europe. Sweet. Thank you for joining us, man.
Yeah, nice to see you. Thanks for stopping by. All right, trying to get this to turn on. You know what I think is... Let me try this again. I think the last time I ran into this problem, I did full erase and install. And I'll hit start over. Full erase and install. I think that's what fixes this weird bug. All right, and it's
Gotcha.
erasing. So, all right, that's going right now. So maybe this should work. Because the last time this happened to me with the Heltec V4, if you just reflash it again and erase what you had previously, it should work. So I'm waiting for this to start saying it's erasing. But I think we're in good shape. So while that's doing that, kind of geeky, while I'm cleaning up, do you want to talk about a little bit about war driving? And that I also released a video on part 2 of a community project we're doing for war driving that Valley Tech Solution is hosting. Kind of geeky is you're the founder of NerdSec, right?
Absolutely.
So yeah, so
started it this summer with the purpose of, or the intent, I should say, of just bringing everybody together and get people out using their devices, and then wherever the community wants to go from there, we go from there. I love what we've seen with, yourself, Cal, and just a gazillion other people coming together and working together. And I love the idea of doing this, war driving series, going through all the different aspects of war driving, bringing it together with different content creators, large and small, and everybody getting a chance to contribute. I think it's super cool. Cal kind of kicked it off with the very first episode, and he kind of talked a little bit about what it is. He kept it specifically kind of open. You jumped in and you added to that and walked everybody through how to get started quick and easy, and how to make sure your device is configured correctly. So that's awesome. I just saw tonight a content creator. He goes by the name of You Again Shadow. Super cool guy. Really liking his content. He just let a video out on the history of war driving. It's fantastic. You guys are going to love it. I can't wait for everybody to see it. He did a wonderful job. So it's really cool. And then we have more content creators, some that you've probably heard of, others that you might not have. So it's coming. The event, it's going on now. If you here, I can paste the link. Give me 1 second here. Sorry, we had a question on when does it start.
yeah, you can just join at any time, really. Yeah, we're yep. You go ahead. Sorry.
It's just it's a YouTube playlist, and it's just gonna grow on war driving. If you go to the link I just provided, you'll see it, and you can check it out. And we'll be adding to it over the next couple of weeks, maybe even months, and as we get feedback on the videos. It's pretty cool. Hey, look at that. That looks like it needs channel setup soon.
Yep, I just did. So for people that were just watching, when you flash it now, you don't have to connect to it and set the region anymore. You can just do it by clicking on your region and holding down the button to do it. It glitched the first time I did it, but now it's ready to go. So right now, this is a fully set up Meshtastic node. It has the correct band programmed it to it and everything. This is ready to go. You saw me build this live. You saw me mess up a couple times, but you live and learn. You saw me some things I did to make it better. You saw me flash Meshtastic firmware onto this. Now I have an off-grid communication device ready to go. That simple. Thank you, Meshnology, for sending this out to me, especially this awesome purple. I'm going to add it to my collection over here. So I got the N35, the N37, and the N39 purple. The only one I'm missing is the N32, which I'm going to ask them to send me hopefully this next week for next live stream. So really awesome. Thank you very much. And yeah, if you guys haven't seen the video yet, go ahead and check it out. Valley Tech is hosting the war driving series, and where I think other content creators are getting in on it too. I think Talking Sasquatch is going to get in on that at some point. There's a couple other content creators.
We've got a whole list of people that have shown some interest, so it's gonna be pretty cool. I think it's gonna be a lot of fun.
Yeah, he's been putting in work. I've been seeing a lot of his videos lately. He's been posting a lot.
He's doing great. He's got those new animations. Has everybody seen that?
Yeah, I love those. Cool. I really do love those.
Hey, swinging back to the radio you just built, what's the first channel people should put on their new LoRa Meshtastic devices?
That's a good one. So we have set up currently. So let me go ahead and hopefully this device is not dead. This is my Spectre Pro. I use this one quite a lot. It's like one of my daily drivers. So I ended up last week. There was a project I've been trying to do for a while, and it's basically bridging all of these gadgets because right now LoRa, you're only locked down to a certain area. Now with MQTT, actually I got a whole map I can show you, explain it to you. So with MQTT, you basically use the internet as a bridge. So you send your messages, like you send it over LoRa, but it also sends it through the internet. You can use your phone's internet to send it over. It gets to a server, which is also called a MQTT broker. From there, you have a special thing called a root topic. That's like the mailbox of the post office. And within there, we can have our own private channel. We set up a couple. Actually, we only set up one for the public. So it's GS Global. It's in the video. You can actually connect to my device and talk to me from any point in the world doing this setup right here. I have a video demonstrating how to do it, as well as what channels and what settings you need to set up. But you can use these gadgets. They're not just limited to LoRa, what's local to you. You can use the internet to bridge the gaps to connect devices all over the world. And I set up a global channel for everybody to test and be there. I constantly monitor it. I usually monitor it when I first wake up. I also say goodnight in there. And sometimes throughout the day, if I'm not too busy, I check in. I also have my special private chat for some staff members, some super secret squirrel stuff we do in there. But this is really great because you're in control. Like I even built my own MQTT server myself. And if I wanted to, I could host it on a website, and I can control every aspect of my communication. So like this gives the control back to the user. This year on my channel, we're going to be doing a lot of bringing the control back, bringing things back local to your own systems, local AI, local storage. I mean, anything to do with making things more isolated and not connected. We're going to be working on that this year, as well as off-grid communications and things of that nature. So this was a really cool project. Originally, I wanted to do this over radio, but you can't send encrypted traffic over radio, so I ended up finding this solution. So, and this has been around for a while, but it hasn't been. It's just something that I learned and discovered, and it works perfect for the community and what we have. So right now, I might be able to demonstrate it. Actually, no, because my thing is dead, so I had it running all day. I forgot to plug it in, but if it was up and running, I would be able to show you the channel. But I'll let it charge, and I can show you guys later. But you can join. I have a full video showing you guys how to do it, and how to join, and how to communicate. And you can talk to me tonight if you wanted to. Text me on there. And you can. It's like almost like you capture my device because you get to save devices, right? You get to see people's devices in your node log. So it's really cool. So it's really cool. It's like you're capturing devices, you're connecting with people, and you can save it. You can actually connect to my stuff, which is really cool. Real quick, now this is something that Meshnology didn't. I mean, they didn't really say to make a video on it. I actually made a video on my secondary channel, just doing an unboxing of this. This is a USB tester. So this guy shows voltage, so you can actually test like cables and things of that nature. You can see battery capacity. Like, there's a lot of things that you can do with this. And I'm still only touching the surface of this little gadget. But it hasn't really been released on their. It's released on their website, but they don't have like photos or anything of it yet. But it's really cool. You can see voltage. You can test fast charging if you want. There's statistics. It has like a little dial on here that reminds you of the deauthenticator watches back in the day. And I mean, again, I'm only scratching the surface on here, and then it just helps test cables. Let me look here. Let me show you the really cool. Go back. I think it's this way. You can see real time, so if you have any issues, like the cable will show you. Like, it's really cool. So this is a USB tester. I have the links in the video, and also has it really cool. If you flip it upside down, it'll automatically adjust. And you can have all your inputs here. You can test USB A cables. Has a female end here, male on that side. You have USB-C in and out, as well as USB micro USB in there too. So you can test a lot of cables out with this. Really cool. Just something they want me to test and play around with. Nothing I'm really making a video on. Just really cool. It's just something I had in the studio this week I wanted to share with you. It's a really cool gadget, really cool tester. So maybe I can use this in the future when I'm messing around with antennas. And maybe, I don't know, just something I'll keep an eye out on and maybe learn a little bit more about. But really nice, cool gadget to have that Meshnology is like reaching, like they're like experimenting a little bit or trying different types of gadgets and tools on their website. So really cool to see.
Hey, Ghost, we got a question from CM Travis.
Sure.
He says he owns the Heltec LoRa 32V4 expansion kit with touchscreen. Can that be used with MQTT?
Absolutely, you can. Well, actually, hold on a minute. Can you? Because you have to link it to. No, you should be able to. Hold on, because I think if you go to network, that is a really good question. Yeah, I think you can. You have to go to your settings, and then go to MQTT. I'm gonna try to look right now if I can get the device to turn on. So give me 1 second. I had this.
Well, educate me. Like, what's different between that and like the Meshnology, or I'm sorry, Meshtastic devices that I have? Like, why can't he connect to his phone and run Meshtastic on that? And it's got MQTT built in, right?
Yep. So, good question. So basically, you have independent devices. So a lot of people, they want an off-grid experience. Right now, with the Meshnology gadget you just saw, you need to connect to your phone to interact with it. You have a Bluetooth connection to a phone, and then from there, you're able to interact with the LoRa radio. These devices don't need that. They're completely independent. They are the interface and they are the radio all in one. So for a lot of off-grid people and preppers, this is stuff that they like. Another example of a complete off-grid device would be these T-LoRa pagers. The firmware, the radio was all in one. This is the new upgraded one, which I'll demonstrate a little bit later because I have actually the Bruce firmware on this guy, and you can use LoRa to communicate. This would be classified as a independent node. I think now this is the new king independent node because of the fact that it's so modern and up to date. It used to be the T-Deck Pluses, or the T-Deck, or the T-Deck Pro, which I can't really flash because mine's bricked because I broke it. But these devices are completely independent. Really good for people that want to have something isolated. I will be making like a ghost phone video, better than a ghost phone video, going over all these independent gadgets once again in 2026. Oops, everything's falling apart. But that's the difference between the two. So to answer your question, I think, let me look at behind the scenes here. There's got to be a way in settings. Yeah, so I can already see there's Wi-Fi settings on here. So if you connect to Wi-Fi, and then you should be able to configure MQTT. But I also believe that you could connect this device to a computer and access more settings and do it that way too. Something I'll play around with. That's a really good thought. I really think you could just plug it into the computer. Or maybe I could test it right now, actually. Give me 2 seconds. That's a good buy though. That Heltec that kit, that touchscreen kit, it's again, I think the new king independent node. It is a really nice setup. It's really clean and it's so expandable, which is even better. We do it for time. We're doing good. Okay.
We're doing good. Yeah. Hackazilla Rex, what's up? How you doing, man? Glad you're in.
Oh yeah, they changed the web interface too. By the way, I don't know if you guys see this. They've modernized. What Meshtastic has been completely overhauling all their stuff lately. Their website, their web flasher website, their UIs, everything. They've been completely kicking butt lately. It's been crazy how much advancements they made in the last couple of weeks. So add a connection. We're going to do serial. Port. Yes. Yes. Connect. Save connection. Connect. Let's give it a minute. All right, so there we go. So I'm in settings. So it's limited. So I only see LoRa channel security, device configuration. There we go, network. Enable Wi-Fi radio. So I would hit yes to enable that. Okay, so I see IP information. So you would have to, I would use the web UI, plug your computer in, plug into the web UI, and then in my YouTube video, I go over the exact settings of what you need to, how to set up a channel, the special channel. But here you need to enable the Wi-Fi, and then you're going to need to, actually I take that back, because if you enable the Wi-Fi, I don't think you're able to connect to it with Bluetooth. It might kick you off. No, you don't need the Bluetooth because it's an independent node. All right, this should work then. So this is new for me. This is something I need to experiment behind the scenes with, but it seems like you can turn on, enable the Wi-Fi under network. Then I wonder if I could find MQTT module configuration. Yep, MQTT enable. So it looks like you can do it. So you just got to go through the settings with the computer because it gives you access to a little bit more than what you get on that UI here. You should be able to go. So to answer your question, I think yes, you can. Which makes sense.
We got Zero Trace in the house now. We got Talking Sasquatch just jumped in.
Talking Sasquatch. What's up, guys? Oh my! I'm gonna be pushing YouTube's buttons this week, Sasquatch. I gotta remind me. I gotta talk to you after. I'll talk to you this weekend. I got some stuff to talk to you about. Things I'm gonna be doing. One video in particular, I think I'm not gonna post to YouTube. I used a Bailey Shark Nano to completely disable Apple CarPlay in a car, and it's so instant and so fast. That's crazy. Yeah, I got some other things I planned with dark web stuff too. So I got to talk to you behind the scenes. But Zero Trace is in the house, so kind of a good segue because I wanted to talk about Zero Trace after all this. But who asked that question about the Heltec kit and the MQTT? I forget who that was in chat.
CM Travis did.
It looks promising, so I would check it out. Do what you saw me do. Go to the web UI, get access to all these settings. And then you look at my YouTube video that shows you how to set up MQTT, what you need to look out for. You definitely need to enable the Wi-Fi. But I think you can do it. I might try this behind the scenes when I have some free time to see if I can get it to work too. And maybe check in maybe the next live stream. I'll let you know, hey, I tried it, it works. But I think you can. I can't see why it wouldn't. So, really good question, by the way. Really good question. So with that said, we got to talk about Zero Trace. I got to set up a couple things, so don't mind me, guys. Let me just set up a couple things while I demonstrate Zero Trace new ghost mode. So, because I have a ghost.
Jumped in. What's up, Lamar? How you doing, bro?
Lamar, what's going on? Let me put all this stuff away. So I have in the studio a ghost Zero Trace device. This device does not need an account to be used. This thing is completely as if you bought it as a ghost device from them. You just do the initial purchase, and all you need is the license key to use the device, to flash the firmware. So there's no more of that account stuff. So you can use accounts if you want. You get access to a lot more features with Zero Trace. But this one in particular is set up in ghost mode. And we'll demonstrate a little bit about that tonight and what it looks like while I get the other laptop set up. Stand by. And that was an idea that me and Zero Trace wanted to collaborate on. Why is that here? All right, sorry about that. Something that's stuck in my
Oh,
laptop.
you're good. That KP, yeah, 85 to go. That sounds like another hour at least, maybe 2. He's feeling the wiggle slowness on the uploads.
No. Okay, I need to
Yeah.
get to the website. Saved it. Bookmark today. Bookmarks. All right. Where is Ghost Zero Trace?
Yeah, ghost mode for Zero Trace is super cool.
Oh yeah, I'm really excited for it. I saved everything.
Yeah.
Let me just look up dashboard. I'll just go through because you sent it recently to me, so I saved it for the stream, but it's not showing up. So give me 1 second because it's a different website. I mean, it's the same website, but it's a different spot to find it now. Let's go to direct messages. Let me just go to when I was talking to Zero Trace earlier today.
Hey, Mr. Tanner, if you got a question, just post it right now. I can certainly read it off to Ghost if he doesn't see it. It's not a big deal.
Yep, that's the whole point because I have a co-host to help me out because I'm terrible at multitasking and it just helps keep everything else organized for me. So let me go ahead and find it.
Cybertruck, what's up, bro? Hope you're doing well, man.
Cybertruck, what's up, buddy? All right, I'm already in. So all right, so here I am. So this is what the layout looks like now, and I kind of wanted to log in, but it already automatically logged me in. But this is the Zero Trace Ghost Mode login. So the only thing you have access to in this setup is to flash the firmware if there's updates, which is more than enough for most people. So you plug in the device, you flash the firmware, you update your firmware, and then you're good to go. We'll demonstrate this device in action later. But before, if I wanted to, you would have to log into their account and use the Zero Trace dashboard, which is nice. They have a lot of features on there. You can download and dashboard. Zero Trace dashboard firmware. Okay, I didn't hit it anyway. So in the Zero Trace dashboard itself, you get so much stuff. You have the script converter. You have your license information. You have the community scripts. Like this, everything that you want on here. Plus, you have this is where you can build devices if you want to. It has again tons of support stuff and everything in one nice area. You just log in and you can manage all your devices. So I know for me, I have tons of Zero Trace devices and codes and stuff like that. I purchased. I mean, they sent me a lot of digital stuff because I build devices in the background. Perfect example with Zero Trace, you can use things like the T-Dongle S3 and flash the firmware onto it. Now this turns into a Zero Trace device, so it's a lot of flexibility. And now that you have the Ghost mode, if you don't want to have an email attached to an account, you have the option now. So I kind of wanted to show the login process. I'm wondering if I just do this real quick. Hold on. So I want to see if I can skip. Yeah, I guess it's automatically logging me in. Hold on. Actually, I can use the Chromebook. Hold on 1 second. I can fix that later, but you guys get the gist of it. So I'm also talking to Zero Trace about possibly doing a off-grid mode where you buy a license key and that's it. Like you get it, like there's no email or anything attached to it, and like once the purchase is made. But it's a little bit far-fetched, but I did pitch that idea as well to them. We'll see. I mean, I don't know how hard it would be, but you kind of already have half of it done because you have the Ghost access already available. So if you need to flash firmware and stuff like that, you have it. You can basically build a device. So all you need is the buying process to be more anonymous. So that's basically it. It's like the Ghost mode, but more of a buying process that's more anonymous. I know it's like really like over the top a little bit, but at the same time, I would like that. Like I like that idea of being really private like that. So, all right, let me go ahead and see if I can just. Let me just get this. Loading this up.
Hey, Cybertruck. Check the chat.
Let me check the chat. Loading up the chat right now. Cybertruck, I appreciate you, man. You're always supporting the channel, dude. Really do appreciate you. Thank you so much. All my members and people doing the donations. Thank you so much. I actually sent a nice little message today to my YouTube members, appreciating all of them. Thank you. Also, go check out Cybertruck's channel too. He makes some good content on there. I need to spend a good week catching up on everybody's videos, to be honest, because I've been so busy wrapped up with my stuff. But he's definitely someone worth checking out. So big shout out to him as well. Let me go ahead and see. Because he ended up revamping also the login stuff. So I just wanted to point that out there. Sorry about this, guys. I had everything prepped, but now everything's not working the way I wanted it to. But we're doing pretty good. And I'll do a demonstration tonight, too. I might as well already... I'm going to set up, while I'm loading that up, let me set up the Zero Trace gadget. We're going to do some pen testing with this Ghost Zero Trace setup here. We're going to plug this in. So, what do you guys think of ghost mode? Is that, you think, something that you would like over having an account? Or anybody in the channel, what do you prefer? Do you like having an account with a device? You get all the added benefits of using the Zero Trace dashboard? Or do you prefer to have more privacy? Like, what's your take on this, guys? Also, this looks a little different than normal Zero Trace. This has the Tron case. Just want to let you know that's why this one looks so cool. But go ahead. What's the question?
No, I just said that's a great question that you're asking there.
Oh, okay.
I'm curious what the chat has to say.
Yeah, it's either features or privacy, like, because it's hard to have both. Like, just that's how the reality is. It's a trade off with everything in life. So that's one thing with this setup.
Zero Trace says, "Ghost, look top corner right on the logout button."
On the you know what? Yeah, what a dope. Because I haven't tried logging out yet. So let me try that actually. Go there. All right. Control V. Yeah, hope everybody's had a good week this week. It was just been today. This week has been not there. Exit. There we go. Aha. Okay. Perfect. Thank you, Zero Trace. We get you in on the co-host too. All right. So this is how it looks like when you try logging in. Now, I made a video showing you this already, but you get your license key, you paste your license key into here, and then you have access to flashing the firmware, etc. I don't want to show. I mean, actually, it'll hide it because they ended up hiding it. But I would have to copy it and paste it right now, so I don't want you to see my key. Because if I give you my key, then you're able to log in. So that's how ghost mode works. So you get this. This is your dashboard. You log in, then you have access to flashing and updating firmware on your device, and that's it. So it just gives you the access. So you just can't use any gadget. So if I bought this on Amazon, because you can buy these ESP32s on Amazon, and you could build your own Zero Trace devices. This is a way that keeps the firmware locked down a little bit. So you can't just make devices. You can buy it and purchase it and make it yourself, but you have to get the license key, etc. So this is how they do it. So pretty cool. So I'm very happy that they made ghost mode, because this has been a complaint for a little while in the community about not having to make an account and tying an email and everything to a device. So now this separates that. So very glad that they took the constructive criticism, as well as just listening to I actually presented this like a couple weeks ago, and they said, hey, we can make it happen. So really excited to see that. So I'm going to keep working on doing that in the future, giving my ideas to these companies, not just make devices purple, like try to make things that benefit everybody. So I'm still going to make everything purple as much as I can, but just keep that in mind. So, all right, so that's that. Zero Trace, like, let's do a demo. So let me connect to this over a Wi-Fi connection. We're doing good on time, so let me go ahead and do this demonstration. So people that don't know, this is basically like a like a rubber ducky from Hack 5. This is a HID tool. So this pretends to be a mouse and keyboard, and you're able to send payloads, but basically it's just commands of a mouse and keyboard over to a computer, and you can manipulate it to do things that you want. We're gonna do a couple demos tonight. I'm just gonna do a simple shutdown. And then we're going to do, hopefully, one of my scripts that I made where it kind of simulates a hacker takeover and it shuts down the computer. So we're going to show both of those tonight. And the nice thing about this device is you connect it over Wi-Fi connection. You can use your phone, you can use a computer, anything that you can use, anything that you connect over Wi-Fi and be able to interact with this device in a nice, beautiful UI. So really nice. Now, something a lot of devices have, but this one it's really like fine-tuned, and it's just really simplistic to use. It's something I really do enjoy using. So let me go ahead and log into it, 192.168.4.1. Now, let's see here. Looks like I have a script already loaded, and I think this is my hacker BLE. So maybe we'll show you the cool one first, because I am running out of time tonight. So let me go ahead and show. Let me get over here. So you can download this script off of their website. Hold on a second. So you can see it here. So it's basically just keyboard and mice commands, as you can see here. And it's going to, everything that you see here is going to get typed into the computer over there. So right now, if I was to hit execute script, now I can't remember actually when I built this thing. But as you see right now on the computer, it's starting to do things. It says right here, I'm inside your PC. Now it's this device right here doing all this. Now this is all the script stuff that I wrote. So this is all fake hacking stuff. It's just saying that I think it says like ghost download or TikTok compression, some stupid stuff right there. Then it's going to say in the top corner, this is my PC now. And then it's going to pop up another screen. It's going to say goodbye. And then it's going to shut off the computer as if like the hacker took over the computer and kicked you out and now you can't do anything. So, and the computer shut down. So that was all done with that script that I had written right here. And over the Wi-Fi connection, control this device, and we're able to manipulate this computer. Now, this thing can do a lot more than just that. It could also be a keyboard and mouse. Like you can actually use it as a mouse. You can jiggle the mouse around. You can actually use the UI to move the mouse around, put in keystrokes, mess around. Really cool gadget. Really fun, good learning tool. And the scripting language for this is really easy to understand. It was one of the first scripting languages where I felt comfortable with. Then it helped me get into DuckyScript a little bit more. And then it helped me get into like, it kind of like has the same basic concepts that get you into like Python or other coding languages because it kind of all runs the same. So it kind of gets you familiar with how coding works in a very easy base. Like it's not like full-blown coding, but it helps get you that like, grasp and understanding on how it works. So a lot of the stuff on my channel is like it's all easy ways to learn things and hands-on ways to learn things. And Zero Trace was one of those gadgets for me when I was first starting out, and I still use it today. I still find it very fun and enjoyable, and I like that it covers not just you can buy it, but you can build these yourself. Again, the T-Dongle S3, you can flash the firmware onto it. So if you live in a part of the world that you can't get these devices, you just buy the firmware, flash it to the device, and you're ready to go. And with the new Ghost mode, you have even a little bit even more privacy. And hopefully they do the off-grid mode, which would be really cool to see in the future, where you just buy the firmware, no email, no nothing, and you get a key, and that's it. So we'll see. We'll see what they do. But shout out to Zero Trace for making this happen. Go ahead and check out my video. Go ahead and check out their stuff. We're also working on a new Zero Trace Mini release. Now, I collaborated on them with this design. We're going to be doing a more official collaboration soon. Basically, we're going to be cutting this in half and making this even smaller, making it a little bit more friendlier. We're going to get rid of this and just make a better clip. The reality is that there's just a tiny little ESP32 that powers this device right here. So let me, without breaking it. So you see right here, this is all powered by this tiny little ESP32. So that's the Zero Trace Mini. So my idea to make the build way less big, like way thinner, more robust, more durable, and also make it look cooler. So that collaboration's coming out. They're still working on getting their printer figured out. They're getting a new printer and stuff like that to make it happen, but there's a new Zero Trace GhostStrats collaboration coming out soon. Just be on the lookout for it. So we're getting close to the end. So I figured at this point, kind of, you still there?
I'm still here, yeah.
All right, while I clean up, and I want to flash the Bruce firmware onto this because I want to do more demos with the LoRa communication with hacking gadgets. So while you want to talk to them, help me with chat while I clean up, and then I'll flash the firmware in the background.
Absolutely.
Thank you.
Excuse me. Yeah, so what do we want to talk about? I don't know.
Yeah.
I'm kind of curious. What did people think of the Super Bowl ad for the Ring camera and finding the little girl's dog?
Oh my God, that was, dude, you sent me that today? That was so perfect. I love that
parody
thing.
is hilarious, isn't it? Yeah.
Oh my god! And I didn't know it was an actual commercial for a company. I thought it was just somebody messing around, but it's an actual commercial.
Yes, absolutely. They they have some cameras. They're pretty inexpensive. You can pop them on your Wi-Fi. They do have cloud storage, but they're kind of famous for their save directly to an SD card, which in a security camera, there's the good and bad of saving your data locally, right?
Mm-hmm.
But hey, they're great. They're easy to mount. They're pretty cool, especially if you're just trying to do a quick baby monitor or something like that. $30. Type in your Wi-Fi password and you're rocking and rolling.
Yep, I'm bringing it up. People need to see it because it's so funny. I'm getting it loaded right now because it's so funny.
Oh, awesome! I love it.
I want to show
It was pretty funny.
I made a parody, not a parody, but I made a funny video too, kind of. Basically like a warning video. I made a short.
Go missing. And the way we.
All right, so yeah, that's so funny. They called it out yeah, no, we have GPS, we have all this other stuff. Why do we need this?
Go missing.
All right.
Yeah. Hold on 1 second.
Yep.
The freak. Yes. Ring canceled their flock partnership after pressure. Super interesting develelment in the whole flock camera system. Discussion. I'll say it that way.
Okay. So
Thanks for bringing that up.
yeah.
All right, it's all you, sir.
All right, so this is I made this video before. I didn't know about this video, but I made this one before, making a quick warning to people about what's coming next.
And the way we look for them hasn't changed in years. Until now. Photo in the Ring app starts outdoor cameras looking for a match. Search Party from Ring uses AI to help families find Ring uses AI to help families find lost dogs.
Privacy is not taken overnight. It is dismantled quietly by systems that are waiting for the right moment to turn on you.
So that's that. So I made that one, but this is funny. This is the parody this company made. Oh my god, this is so badass.
It's a family, but every year 10 million of them go missing. And the ways we look for them haven't changed in years. Except for all of these. But what if we could make finding one lost dog require the computational power of a small, dictator-led nation-state? Search Party from Ring uses AI to search through our tens of millions of cameras. We could find literally anyone, but we only use this technology to find lost dogs. Recently, we announced a partnership with over 5,000 law enforcement agencies, but we won't let them use this feature. This feature is just for dogs. Guess what? We've automatically opted your cameras in. Who has time to read settings? Not you. You're too busy being a hero, whether you know it or not. And the best part? It's free for everyone. We're just doing this out of the goodness of our hearts. Customers are loving Search Party, and so will you. Don't these nice images of kids reuniting with their lost dogs feel good? Look at this one. Doesn't that make you feel warm and fuzzy?
It does.
There's absolutely no reason to go to wise.com.
Watch the house.
Camera with an SD card, because if you own all your own footage, you won't be able to help people find lost puppies. I tell you to join the neighborhood, but you're already in it. Search Party.
Watch this
Way
house.
better than Wisecam. And
Look at all the
definitely
cameras on these
better than
houses.
That's awesome.
The cameras on the house is what did it with me. It's so unnecessary. But that was such a good dude. I can't believe a company did that. That's pretty badass.
Yeah, pretty straight up genius marketing.
Great marketing. I reached out to them too. I was like, hey, do you want to send me a camera? I'll shoot my Ring doorbell with an arrow live on camera.
That's amazing.
I'm in the process of switching my Ring doorbells. I promise. We're gonna shoot one of them with a crossbow.
If they don't take you up on that, I'm just gonna lose all respect for them.
I don't-
Seriously, come on now.
You laugh, but there was a time where a company offered to send me a chainsaw, and when I told them what I was going to do with it, they stopped the conversation. It just dropped there. Yep. So
Oh, you scared them. You scared them bad.
I did. I was going to cut a computer in half, and they did not like that idea, and they just stopped talking to me. So I will shoot a computer with a crossbow. That will happen on this channel this year at some point. Part of the Ballista partnership. We're gonna make them question their judgment.
Yeah, Milorex from Europe, he said, I'm glad stuff like that ain't allowed where I live, not even allowed to film outside of your property. I think it's an interesting debate because, there's the pros and cons of having privacy, but also being able to go out and film and kind of do your own thing and having the freedom to do it. You know, and here in the States, we're definitely having that conversation around, you know, flock camera systems. If you're not familiar with them, check them out. They use, you know, video recording and AI, and they filter all kinds of interesting stuff, and they've got some pretty amazing, it's cool technology. It's just, you know, do we trust the government with it?
It's not even just the government. Not to cut you off, but there's something that I really get passionate about. Is because people go all the time and say, "Well, if I'm not doing anything wrong, then why do I care about privacy?" It's for people that are doing things wrong. No, that's not it. Like you got to understand that today, what you believe in might be okay, but things change. Like not too long ago, during one of these political races, that they were viewing a certain type of person that believed in a certain type of thing as domestic terrorists just because they didn't agree with the world's point of view at that point. And then not even a year later, it completely flopped. So today you're in the right, but then tomorrow you're in the wrong for believing in what you stand in. And then during that time, maybe it'll flop back to you're now right again, or it's just the world's so inconsistent, and then things change. So it's not that right now you're doing anything wrong. It's that what about the future? Like what could this like eventually like just the things I believe in every day could that become under attack? Like you got to understand that as well as these systems can be compromised. So not even the government. Like it's not I tell everybody on this channel I promote reliance. No, I promote compliance, not reliance. Because these systems, just like the cell systems and cell towers, the Chinese hackers are still in these systems. They broke in, and the FBI doesn't know what to do with it. I don't know if you guys remember last year. They were telling people to use all these messaging services, use everything because we don't know what they're doing in the service. I'll tell you exactly what the Chinese hackers are doing right now. They're in the systems, they're gathering information, and they're testing. Like the other day, we had the Verizon outage. They wanted to see how much it affected, and they're probing. That's what they're doing. Now, if you were smart, you don't just take down the cell grid at once. You do the 1-2 punch. You take down the complete power grid first. You knock down power, you do blackouts, and then you take down the communications as well. You cause complete chaos. No one will know anything what to do. They're smart. They're not. If they're in the systems, which I believe they still are, and they're still embedded or whatever is going on right now. Like that should be more of a reason to say to yourself, you know what? I need to prepare myself. Not just having these gadgets that are going to protect you. Also, find ways to have clean drinking water. Make sure you have some kind of disaster plan. Make sure you have some kind of survival plan. Anything, something. Because life is very fragile. It's just today, I mean, not too long ago, people were killing each other over toilet paper. So let that sink in for a little bit. Now, take away food, water, shelter. I mean, do you think people are going to be civilized? Absolutely not. And you're on your own. No one's going to come save you. So I don't know. I'm sorry I went on this tangent. Sorry, something triggered me. I apologize, but that's the reality. That's the reality of it. So that's why I promote the things I promote. So that's why I promote.
Like the freak said, what if they decide that what you believe in is a crime? We've seen these scares. Like people are people, and they get emotional, right? Whether you're a politician or you're just a working Joe, people get all bent out of shape over things. Back in the wasn't it the 50s or something? We had the communist scare where everyone was getting accused of being communist, and it was a crazy witch hunt. I forget what that was called. Chad, help me out. Someone's gotta know.
Oh yeah.
And so these things happen. They happen, and how do you protect yourself from a blown out of proportion misunderstanding McCarthyism? Thank you, Kevin. These things happen. People get emotional, and when we get emotional, we hook up with all of our other people that reinforce our negative emotions, and then we go do stupid stuff to other people, right? Mm-hmm. And so it's scary. Scary how that works out.
Yep.
Hey, Ghost. It looks like Zero Trace left you a DM, and several people have been saying, hey, including Lamar, like, hey, Ghost, check your Discord DMs.
All right, I'll look right now.
Okay. And watch your screen if you're gonna. Yeah,
I got a whole bunch of stuff. Sorry. All right. Oh boy. I said already in your chat, but the single developer project at the beginning. The dashboard writing and the demo will work on a full off-grid. Oh, cool. There. So I confirmed they will work on the off-grid mode. That's fantastic. Okay, now I'm done. Working down through every project. Currently status, blackhand recording done. Okay. Awesome. And they're actually working on relying less on the dashboard. So idea. Yes. All right. Cool. So my idea. So this is great. I'm glad that this is working out this way. So it seems like the off-grid mode. Because first of all, the ghost mode was an idea that they made happen. So now the off-grid mode is going to be an idea that's going to happen. So for me, I like the idea of being able to buy a license, bring my own device, and have no email attached, nothing. Just boom, completely and most autonomized process possible. Even eventually, another thought, using crypto to also make these transactions too. Something to think about, even way down in the future as well. So now you're talking complete like off-grid everything. But that's another request for another day. I'm gonna stop bothering you, Zero Trace, for now. But just let them know that'll be a thought in the background that maybe using crypto as an exchange is something that I would look into maybe with the off-grid mode afterwards. Maybe an update. So thank you for that. And check that out. And I forget what I was doing. I think I was on the Bruce firmware flashing. Give me 1 second.
Who joined the chat? Man in the Mayhem. What's up, bro?
What's up, dude?
Welcome in.
Welcome in, buddy. Yep, we're wrapping up the live stream. I just wanted to flash the firmware before we left because I wanted to do the demo with the LoRa and the 2 pagers with the Bruce firmware. I want to leave that as a demonstration device. There we go. I'm plugged in, flashing the firmware. So we got to do a fundraiser for Bruce, by the way. We need to work on setting that up. I'm just trying to think of creative ways to make it like fun, or like for Bruce to have like some kind of like, if they reach a certain amount of money, maybe some of us content creators will get together and do something silly or fun, or do a donation or giveaway or something. Something I'm gonna look into.
Yeah, I think that's a great idea. Let's do that, seriously. Pirata, such a cool dude. You know, and the firmware that he consistently puts out is great. You know, it's like Zero Trace, right? I mean, these are people that have been, you know, in the community making content, and they stay in the community. They've listened to the community. They're here for us. I know if any of us were to message Zero Trace and say, hey, I got a question or I got a problem, he's right there helping out. Like, how can you not want to support that?
Exactly. I mean,
the chat donation.
That freak. Thank you. The freak. Thank you very much for that donation. Appreciate you. Thank you so much. Really do appreciate your members and other people that help support this channel. I really do. Really do appreciate it. All right, Bruce is almost done flashing to this device. Now that's a perfect example, right? It took me less than like 2 minutes to make a hacking gadget. Like that, how crazy is that? You get an IoT device, flash a firmware onto it. Now I have a Flipper Zero experience ready to go. Like, to me, that's a crazy concept. And it's becoming easier and easier as the years come. Like this, and they make that team, the Bruce firmware team, same thing with Meshtastic. They do this stuff for free. They do it for the community. So I want to work on something to give back to them. I think I know someone that works with that. I think Cherry Tomato works with the devs over there or something like that, or he does stuff for them. I might talk to them. Maybe something we could do next month to do some kind of fundraiser for them. Something I definitely want to do this year. So
yeah,
I'll figure out more ways to do it.
Dan Brown asked if that's open source firmware.
I believe Bruce is. Not Zero Trace, but I'm pretty sure Bruce is.
I agree. And there's one other question. This one's centered around the change coming to Discord. Wolf Tiger 243. I've asked before, but I'm going to try again. Are we going to be getting in somewhere else, given what Discord's doing?
I missed you. You cut out. What was? Can you say that question one more time?
Absolutely. So Wolf Tiger 243 asks, are we going to be getting a new server somewhere else, given what Discord is doing?
And I thought about that too, but the MQTT thing is an option. Like, you got the global channel that we made is a complete option that we can use. I mean, check in once in a while. I try to post every morning in there and every night, but it's not like it doesn't really save anything. So if you miss a message, you miss a message. You'll never get it again. So that's the kind of the good thing and the bad thing about it. I don't know. I don't know any other alternatives. YouTube doesn't have like a content, not content. They don't have a community based thing that works like that. I don't know. If it's get that bad, we're gonna have to think about something else, guys. It just we'll need to find something to make it work, and I'll look into it, but that is a big problem. That's a giant red flag. So, and that's something I don't want to support either. But we spent a lot of time and effort building that server the way it is, so I don't want to abandon it completely. But we definitely need a secondary option to help fight back, because the way you fight back is not using the systems that they keep trying to restrict. So at some point, saying no and saying, hey, fine, if you're going to do this, I'm going to do that. Like, that's how you fight back. It's not by violence or anything like that. These wars are won silently and behind the scenes. So take away their money. Take away. That's what really hurts them at the end of the day. So I don't know. It's a good question. Very good question. Maybe.
Man of the Mayhem has 2 points that I want to read. The first one is he knows Pirata from Bruce, so you can probably work with him as well.
Oh, good.
Yeah. And he also says there is an open source Discord that is self-hosted.
Somebody send me. Who said that? Somebody in their chat said that.
Man of the Mayhem.
Man, please send me a link to that, because I need to start looking in that right away, because we have a couple of weeks left before they push that stuff, or something like that.
Yeah, if you didn't just eat the update right through the live.
They did. Yeah.
I'm kidding.
Yeah. One other thing too, I forgot to mention. Spec 5. I think the promotion ends this weekend. So if you want to get one of the first official collaborations with the company, this is Spec 5, the Mini Trekker, and the Spectre Pro. These two gadgets I carry with me all day long. These are my daily drivers. They made a purple edition. This is the GhostStrat edition. If you want to pick these guys up, there'll be a link in the description of this video, also in chat and in my Discord. The promotion for this is ending. 5% of the proceeds to this go toward helping my channel. Just letting you guys know. So that's my first official collaboration. I hope there's going to be more this year. I'm still working behind the scenes with a couple other things going on. Hint, hint. But just keep that in mind.
Yeah, there. I just drew that first one out for the Mini. Let me also do this guy.
Thank you. Yep.
Just throwing absolutely. Just throwing those links out to those products so that people can go and check them out.
Perfect. And another cool thing I'm going to be doing with this setup this year. So right now I got a couple of these because they sent me a bunch of them. But this one's my daily. I carry with me all the time. I got an upgraded antenna for LoRa on it. This one, I'm going to put the Kali Linux NetHunter, because this is an Android phone. So I should be able to install NetHunter onto this. So I'm going to experiment with that. So use NetHunter and use the web UI to communicate with the Meshtastic gadget back here. So I'm going to see if I can not hack this setup, but make this custom where I have Kali Linux operating system on this phone and have the Meshtastic on the back to connect to it. So I'm going to be putting NetHunter on this. So I'm going to try it.
That'd be pretty cool.
So I think you can, because that SD card goes in here. It's an Android phone that has about 4 gigs of RAM. It should work. So I don't see why it wouldn't work. This is literally a tiny Android phone. So I'm going to try it. So that's something I'm going to try this year with this. So if you don't like the Android stuff, you can actually use this as a more dedicated, even pen testing device. So something I'm going to experiment with that I looked into this week. But I have a whole list of things I need to do. This week's going to be about making updated videos about Parrot Security, Kali Linux, installs, updated tails, dark web access, onion share. That's all going to be this week. So I got to update those videos, as well as post some hacking videos with the BLE Shark Nano. And by the way, I ended up, I want it to be a surprise, but I like customizing things. I ended up sending some special files to InfuShark Tech this week, and they're going to be testing them. So that's all I'm going to say. So I'll keep just letting you know. I'm always working in the background, guys. I'm trying to make things fun. I try to put my little flavor on everything, and I try to help as many people as I can. And yeah, so I gotta shout out some of the more of the content creators too.
Yeah, here. By the way, I just wanted to say real quick to Wild Radio. She had a question, but also she said my links weren't working. Can you try them again? I thought they were, because when I click them, they're working fine. But maybe that's because I threw them up there.
Yeah, you can build. Sorry, I was just reading a comment. Go ahead, say sorry. Go ahead.
Yeah. So Wild Radio asks, is the MQTT key in the Discord? I still need that.
It's in the YouTube video and in the description. So yes, it's not in the Discord, but it's on the YouTube video that I posted. It should be there. The key for the channel should be there. You're gonna want to cut and paste it. Don't try to look at it and try to type it. Just cutting and paste. It's gonna be your saving grace.
Let me try this real quick.
I haven't got. Yeah. Go ahead. Sorry.
Yeah, it does the same thing. No. Wild Radio, I did throw that link in one more time. Just give it another try. See if that. Hopefully that'll help. Otherwise, just message. We'll get you links. It's not a problem.
Yeah, but I'm gonna try to post all the links that we talked about after this live stream goes public. So it takes like a full day for YouTube to upload these live streams. So you'll be able to watch the live stream back, and then in the description should be all the stuff we mentioned. So I have Bruce on these. So next week we'll do more demos with Bruce.
Alex, thanks for the confirmation. Appreciate it.
Thank you. Yeah, I gotta buy more flash drives. So I can reuse this one because this blue one is a 3.1. That one's that mini tracker. Sorry, I'm just cleaning up and talking to myself, guys. I didn't have time to build that one.
I'm just reading. Any experience using Dragon OS? I've played with it. You know, it's not really like pen testing. It's more radio orientated. Texas Connor, are you a user of it? Are you using it? Do you enjoy it?
I've seen that before. Something I might dabble in this year as well, depending on how the year goes. But the first quarter of this year is very packed with stuff for my channel. So I think during the second quarter of the year, it will be a little bit slower, so I can start experimenting a little bit more. But the next couple weeks, I'm booked. Like even up until March, I'm booked with stuff. So I'm kind of like just trying to catch up. And I still haven't done my radio test yet. So I'm stuck with the video because I made a video by accident. I tried to put all the chapters into one, and the video is over half an hour long. So I think I need to scrap it and start over again and come up with a better solution for the study guide for the radio thing because it's not working out. I can't upload a 40-minute video. It's insane.
Wild Radio, you testing for extra?
Not yet. No, I'm just going for my ham radio tech license. My dad, the thing with my dad, he's like, he has every radio license under the book and under the sun. And since he has those special licenses, I get access to a lot of the special bands and stuff like that. So I kind of have access to a lot of stuff that I normally wouldn't. So like he does stuff like even from Mars and stuff like that. So if you know what that is, he like hosts that stuff now and then, and he builds antennas. That's like part of his business is what he does now that he's retired. He used to be a chief radio engineer. So he has a whole war room. So I'm going to be linking up my dad. You'll be seeing videos of me and my dad eventually on this channel. Like you think my basement is cool. His looks like something like when you like do a house raid and it's the doomsday preppers and there's like 1,000 screens. He has like 40 cameras on his house. Like that's how crazy it is. So I'm mild compared to him when it comes to that kind of stuff. Oh yeah, radio should be big.
Just got hit up.
Sweet. Texas.
Hey. Whoever just posted, what is it? 521B. What's up?
I got somebody in there. My phone's dead, so I can't even get into the app right now. When I go upstairs and I'll plug this in, I'll say hi. It'll give me like 10 minutes.
For sure.
But all right, so we're at 9.
Yeah, looks like.
Go ahead. Sorry.
We had a huge response from people on ham radio stuff. That's awesome.
That's great. It's not. There is some great ham radio content creators out there. and I'm not trying to like invade in that space at all, but I love off-grid communications, and Meshtastic is like the gateway drug, I think, into radios. Like, it just, to me, it feels like now that I've done it, I want to experiment with radios, because you can do a lot with radios. You could send emails over radio, messaging. There's so much you can do. So like, this stuff only scratches the surface. So if like, you can, my goal is eventually to link like Meshtastic and like unlicensed radio with kind of radio. Like, there's things like projects I want to do, and I want to specialize in making antennas for these gadgets to really get the best out of them. Like building antennas for the BLE Shark Nano, special custom antennas. Like, there's a workshop. Like, I can go to my dad's workshop and just start building this stuff out if I wanted to. So it's something I want to do in the future, because I really think that it would help advance this community a little bit more, having that kind of stuff around. And so I need to get into that space. So I really want to. So it just, I got to get it. So I studied, but I want to get the study guides out before I take the test, if that makes any sense.
Yeah, definitely. MK Ultra, what's up? Thanks for joining us, man. He had a question on licensed ham operators and their families get to use their license. I'm not sure about that.
It has to do. All right, so kind of. So like, you can, I think, because if you're using their station, if they're there, like, you have to be with them, I think. So don't quote me on it, because I'm still learning this stuff myself. But there is a way. Because I remember when I was a kid, my dad used to do ham radio contests. I would do his call sign for him. Like, as long as you're like, he's manning the station, like, and you follow the correct rules, I think there is. Don't quote me, but like, there is. I'm pretty sure there's a way with that. I'm doing field day this year too. I think I'm gonna do a field day, like a live stream or something like that. So,
good. GhostStrats, ask Dad about variable capacitance on sub-gigahertz antenna. He may have some old school tricks to show you. Super sharp tuning without filters from Necry.
Interesting. I'll look into it.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah, he builds dipoles. Like, he specializes in building dipole antennas. That's what he does currently. He has a patented one that they send all over the world currently right now. And I'm going to be putting, you know what? I got to, when the weather gets better, let me show you. So I have this. So this is the, I got to zoom out because this thing's so big. So this is the At-Lavox beacon. This behemoth is a Meshtastic gadget. This thing, it's has a solar panel on it. I'm going to be putting this on a 30-foot tower. And when that tower is fully cranked up, it is actually 670 feet above sea level. So I'm dying to see how much range I can get out of this Meshtastic node on top of that tower. So when the weather gets better, that's coming. Like, I'm putting this beast on that ham radio tower. Even hear the weight. It's insane.
Yeah, I love the looks of that thing. It just looks monster.
Oh, yeah.
It's like a tank. I'm going to put you here, and you will live forever.
Yeah, it's flexible. It has so many mountain brackets. Like, you could hang this on something. Like, it's so nice. Such a nice setup. Very, very cool. I mean, I got a video on this on my channel as well, but this guy is going on a tower this year as well. So I got a lot of fun things planned. So, all right. So I'm gonna end the live stream because I'm gonna be playing Fortnite with my wife tonight because she's been asking to play and stuff like that because we used to play a lot back in the day. So if you guys want to watch us play, I'll be on Twitch. It's the same name as my channel right now. So if you guys want to go over there. Maybe my kids will play. Maybe we'll have like maybe family Fortnite a little bit. I actually want to do a gaming night with some content creators too. I think that'd be a fun experience. Getting some like cybersecurity content creators or all play games together and goof off and stuff. So yeah, I think Dr. Spaceman's in here. We should play. So I want to do a fundraiser too for that. Like, if we get top 10, a company donates a couple devices. If we win a game, they donate like 10 devices. I don't know, something like, not that crazy, but something like that. I want to do like fun little like activities for the community. Something I'm working on behind the scenes. I got a couple people to say yes to it, so we'll see if I get some companies on board with that. Some like fun game nights where you can win prizes for fun.
Yep, that'd be awesome.
Exactly. All right, guys, I'm in the live stream. Thank you everybody for coming. Oh wait, can we see if we can raid somebody? Sorry, I want to see if there's anybody alive right now that we can raid.
Yeah, that sounds fun. Let me pull up the. So it looks like the Shy Hat. I don't know if you guys know who that is. Looks like he's live right now. It looks like he's the only one that I can see. Let me look at. If you don't know who Shy Hat is, super knowledgeable on the capture the flag front.
Really?
Okay. Yeah, very knowledgeable and super, like, he will answer any question you have. I know because I've been there and had a couple conversations with the guy. I don't see anybody else live.
Yeah.
Let me do this.
Yeah, let's see why not.
So we're gonna bust in, and what are we gonna say?
Just, I guess, Ghost Raid. I'll just do Ghost Raid.
Okay, here's the raid info.
Yeah, we're trying to support everybody we can. I figure instead of ending a live stream, just like we may as well just go say hi, give somebody a boost, and like just, you know what I mean, before we end the night. Just a little nice little touch we could do with the live streams now. So, all right, everybody, go jump over to that channel right now. I'll meet you there.
Awesome. Thank you, everybody.
Thank you, everybody. You guys have a good night, and do me a favor. Remember that safety